Hi there, I'm Craig Archibald at the Archibald Studio in Hollywood, and this CraigChat is about skiing the scene. I have a major tenet here at the Archibald Studio that is called skiing the scene. And what does that mean? Well, what we don't want in a performance is one note. And very often, actors can get very attached to one specific feeling in the scene. That's dangerous because the scene can then become just a one repeated note. And there's nothing more boring than one repeated note. And so, to combat that, I came up with the idea that you should ski the scene. I grew up in Canada skiing the Rocky Mountains, and that was a lot of fun. And if you grew up skiing, or if you know how to ski or snowboard, then you're going to understand this. If you've never skied or snowboard, then you're just going to have to imagine what it's like to go down a hill with snow on it with a couple of pieces of wood strapped to your feet. It's really fun and exciting, and I highly recommend you try it sometime. But what happens when you're skiing down a mountain is that you don't stay still. You don't stay in one place. You're constantly moving, and it's fun because you're grooving down the mountain, moving from side to side. So we want that same feeling for when you're acting. We don't want you doing a one-note performance. We want you moving emotionally from sentence to sentence. We don't want to be stagnant. We don't want to stay still, and we also don't want to plan this. Just like when you're skiing down a mountain, you can't plan exactly where you're going to go, and you could never repeat the same run on a ski slope. Same thing should be true for when you're acting. You don't want to run it the exact same way every time, and you don't want to repeat what you did before. You want to let the scene lay out in front of you and then just play. For example, let's talk about a good actor named Meryl Streep. Miss Streep is fantastic and one of the best skiers in acting in the world. Sometimes I've seen her ski 4 times on one single line. She'll be nervous about saying what she's going to say, then she gets brave, and then she says it, and she's proud of herself, and then immediately feels bad that she said it. It's fantastic. But you can't make that up. You don't plan that in advance. You just have the fun of living truthfully as the character under their circumstances and let it flow. So knowing that you can move and change your emotions through the scene allows for freedom, and it allows for creativity, and it allows for, in the moment, joy, because you find beautiful things that happen to you completely out of surprise. If you do that, if you connect to the character, if you have the heart set, if you know all the questions and you have all the answers grounded, you've done all the substitutions for Mr. Stanislavski's work into your stomach, and you're free, and you allow yourself to ski through the scene, it's as exciting as any Black Diamond run.